Thank you. Well, we're going to present now about a specific project that we call community projects and how to strengthen and build new communities in educational spaces in particular. First of all, I can here. I am Luisina Ferrante, head of programs at Wikimedia Argentina, and here is.
Hi everyone, I'm Florencia. I'm the responsible of education and human rights program in Wikimedia Argentina.
Great. So now on here. Community projects, it's a specific project that we launched in Wikimedia Argentina since a long time. Then I will make like a little history about this project. But the community projects, first of all, is a project that supports historical and emerging communities in our country, historical Wikimedia communities in Argentina. And also is the only project that is an inter-program project. We had in Wikimedia Argentina 3 projects: education and human rights. Here, Flor is the coordinator. Culture and open knowledge, that I think that most of you know Angie, she's the coordinator. And cooperation, that is Vic is the coordinator of this program. So this community project is the only one that we are all involved in its functions. So, sorry, here. The goals of this project is first to encourage the creation of free knowledge within Wikimedia projects and to promote its use and dissemination in our country, in the different provinces that we have. And then to expand the Wikimedia community locally to promote free culture. Sorry, here. Thank you. The community project has specific thematic lines. Each program is like supporting and also mentoring 2 projects during the year that are related to their expertise topics. And for example, we have a thematic line linked to open science, environment, and biodiversity. Also, we have local culture and the decolonization of internet, gender, sexuality, and body diversity, human rights, memory, and digital cultures, and technology and improved access to Wikimedia tools. That mostly a huge part of our historical community is always in these thematic lines. So then, as I said, the project was launched for the very first time in 2017, and it was only for the established community, for the historical community. From 2022 onward, it's began working with new communities in Argentina, new potential Wikimedia communities in Argentina. And in that moment, we have 13 projects that were registered to the call that year. Then in 2023, we have 55 projects applied to the call, and we selected only 4 projects. And in 2024, we have 64 projects that were registered, and the 80% of them were people, organizations, institutions that don't work previously with Wikimedia Argentina in other projects. So they are new for us and new for the community also. And in 2025, right now, we received 66 projects and have already started working with 6 projects right now, in this particular moment. So, in 2024, we are going to share these experiences because are the ones that we closed. The Education and Human Rights Program support 3 specific projects in the areas of memory, preservation, and institutional heritage and open science. That Flor will present the specific examples.
Thank you. Well, the first example I'm going to talk about is a project called Collective Memory. It's made by all of us, and it was led by a human rights organization called Madres of Plaza de Mayo. They are well known for the fight of looking for detained and disappeared people in Argentina, and they are a long human rights organization in our country. So they aim in this project to work with their documentary archive, and they have these 2 goals that mainly was to give accessibility and in collaborative platforms so that more people know their documentary archive. Sorry, can you correct that? Thank you. We, in this project, they carry out two different type of activities. One was inside the team, where they digitalize or they put in Commons, they have already digitalized these documents, and they put available in Wikimedia Commons some documents we are going to show next. And then after that, they made some public activities. This is one of the pictures of that activities that were one a big day of an editathon and two talks. There are Luli and I giving one of the talks about what is Wikimedia projects, because one of the more interesting aspects of all this project is that we are accessing new communities that maybe doesn't know yet what is Wikimedia, what is Wikipedia, how we can use it, in this case linked to human rights fights or organizations. And then, well, they made a talk about the history of the archives they were putting on Wikimedia Commons, and then they, in the editathon, they like position some of these documents in Wikimedia articles that already exist about matters of Plaza de Mayo. In terms of metrics, this project had 30 participants, 3 articles that were improved, and 108 documents that were uploaded in Wikimedia Commons. The documents we were talking about are 2 different types. The ones you see in the right, they are posters, historical posters that the Mothers of Plaza de Mayo make year by year when they celebrate the commemoration of this organization. And then in this hand, what we call, or what they call pancartas, that are like flyers, we can say in that name, that remember the history of each detained and disappeared people. Now they are all in Commons, then we can, if someone is interested, give you the categories in Commons where you can find these projects. The second project we accompany, this hasn't got an English translation, I'm so sorry. It's called Dispositivo Pedagógico de Memoria y Patrimonio Escolar, and they work with a school archive, basically. This was in Entre Rios province, that is one of our literal provinces in Argentina, and it was led by teachers and students from Instituto Superior Martinello Leguizamón, that is a school where teachers are trained. This goal was to organize and provide access to the physical documents that make the school archive, that were really messy and really untidy. So they work a lot with the physical archive, and then they digitalize some parts of the archive with the support of us during the project. And they intend also to give this archive a value in the history of education of Argentina, because this school is one of the first historical schools all around the country. And as in the other project, there were like 2 stages of the work. One was the teamwork, where they, as I said before, work a lot with the cleaning of the archive and digitalizing and uploading it to Commons. That was like an inside work that the team made. These are all the people that participate in that project. And then they make some open community activities. One of them was to seek for pictures about the story of the school from the citizens of Villagual. So they received a lot of historical pictures of families and relatives that were in that school. And then they made 2 online activities about the importance of school archives in the teaching and of teachers especially. About the numbers of this project, sorry, can you put the, thank you. And we have 13 images, like as I said, these are like teachers that were on the school during that years, and 39 documents uploaded to Wikimedia Commons, and more than 300 participants that went through that project. And in the last project that we share, this was accompanied mainly by Mahu, that is our partner from the community projects, but it's also had to do with educational activities, so we share this activity too. It was called Micromania, and it was led by young students from the agricultural and environmental biotechnology lab, sorry I had to read that, of National University of Rio Negro. This was a huge group of really young students that had a lot of energy on working on Wikimedia projects. They are all part of a science club, and they wanted to get to know the science club on the community where they live. So to get all the science known by people that don't go to the university or don't know more about these issues. They work in a lot of activities. As I said, they were really eager to make activities. They did 3 face-to-face editathons. 2 of them were with young students from high schools. Then we have a picture so you can see it. 1 virtual editathon, 4 science days of exhibition. We are going to show you now what they did, but they did like an experimental art thing with laboratory microorganisms, put it in like an art science experience, and it was really cool. And they also lead a photo walk in they live in, I think, Allen, that is in Rio Negro, the province where they work. They had a huge impact, more than 350 participants. A lot of them were high school students. We think that this is really important in all the discussions we are having about how to get youth to our programs. Well, this was led by youth for youth, so it was really interesting. And they improved 11 articles and uploaded 202 images to Wikimedia Commons. As I said before, this is like the art piece they made with microorganisms, and this was some of the science fairs they did, and that is the picture of one of the editathons they did in high schools. So that's all for us. Gracias.